Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my video. Today we're going to be taking a look at word links, one of the hottest new word games of 2020. We're going to walk through how to set up a new game, how to join other games, and what this game is all about and why everybody seems to be raving about it. So I've got my phone screen sharing. When you first download the app from nuttyparty.com/wordlinks, it's going to take you right to this profile screen where you can build an avatar. You can play around with this for as long as you want. It is kind of fun. Once you're done with that, choose your name, click save, and you're going to be taken to your dashboard. Now your dashboard is going to be empty because you don't have any games, but you can see here that I've got a lot of games going. It's kind of like Words with Friends where you can play a lot of games at the same time. I like that because then I can take my time to take my moves. I've actually got like 6 days to make my moves, so I go on vacation or leave for a few days or get swamped with work. That's fine. People can wait. They can always start a new game if they get tired of waiting for me, or if I get tired of waiting for them, I'll start a new game. So it's a very kind of play at your own pace type game. If you have just installed the app, you've got a couple options. You can either join a game by clicking the Join Game button, plug in a code from a friend or family member, or just click Join Public Game. If you join Public Game, it's going to throw you into a new public game with some random strangers. Once that game is full, it'll send you a notification, at which point you can start making your moves. I'm going to go ahead and click New Game, and I can start a new public game or private game. I'm going to click Private Game. Here you can see I've got a game code. This is kind of my identifier for the game. I can share this with my friends or family members for them to join it. I can also just click this share link, copy the game code, message that to some friends. It'll send them a link. They just have to click the link. It'll join them right into my game, and we can get going. I've already got so many games going, I'm not going to actually send that invite out. I'm going to go look for some other games that I've already got going. Let's see here. A lot of games. Okay, so this game here, I've got 4 players. They're ready to go. The game is not started. They're just waiting on me to start the game. So I'm going to go ahead and randomize the teams a little bit. I'm going to say it's going to be me, and let's go me and my sister, Alicia, against Jeff and Ryan. Let's try that out. Click Start Game. This is going to tell me a little bit about the game, what the legal clues are. I already know what that is, but basically a legal clue is something that has to be common knowledge. So if I'm playing with my wife or my sister and we've got some sort of inside story, I can't say something about our middle school name that only we would know. All clues must be, something you could find on Google or that people would obviously know. That's one of the key rules of this game about legal clues. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. The first screen that you're taken to on a new game is if you're chosen as the clue giver, it's going to be your turn to give clues for the secret words. So basically the database has chosen Rod, Raccoon, Bank, and Galaxy for our team. The other team, the orange team, has also got their own secret 4 words which we don't know, and we're going to try to figure out what those words are as the game goes on. We've got 8 rounds to play against each other. The team with the highest score at the end of those 8 rounds is the winner. The way that you get points is very simple. Let me just pull up the rules screen and show you the scoring. You can see down here I get +1 point for each correct clue link. I get 2-point bonus for getting all 3 clues correct. So I either get 0 points, 1 point, 2 points, or 5 points. Those are always going to be the numbers that you get. 0 for no clues, 1 for 1 clue, 2 for 2 clues, and 5 points for all 3 clues correct. Now as the clue giver, if everybody on your team gets your clues correct, you also get a 5-point bonus. So as a clue giver, you're either 0 or a 5 because you want to make sure that you give clues that are at least easy enough for your own teammates to decipher. You also get a chance every round to decipher your opponent's clues with the same scoring mechanism, 1, 2, or 5, depending upon how many of their clues you link correctly. So that's how scoring works. Let's go back and let's figure out some clues to give here. So I'm going to say Raccoon. Ah man, I've got Raccoon and Bank in the same set. That's tough because raccoons are kind of like robbers, thieves, but any clues I give about robbing, stealing, thieving, that kind of stuff, they're probably going to think it's associated to bank, so I've got to be careful there. Let's see here. Rod, I'm just going to go with iron. Raccoon, I'll go with mask. That seems so obvious though. That's a tough one. I'm going to put garbage because raccoons love to play in the garbage. Let me make sure I can type it correctly. And for Galaxy, let's put empty. Because the galaxy is mostly empty, right? It's mostly like black space out there. Bank is not empty, raccoon's not rotten, so I think empty is clear enough as a clue. Once I'm done or I'm happy with my clues and I make sure it's not too confusing for my own teammate to try and decipher those, I'm happy. Go ahead and click Submit Clues. And now you can see at this point, I'm waiting for Alicia to guess my clues. Ryan is the clue giver on their team. He's also waiting for Jeff to guess his own clues. So at this point, I'm just in the holding pattern waiting for Alicia to guess my clues. Once she does, it'll ping me, it'll update my app. I can go ahead and then take the next steps in the game and see how we did on score. Let's move to a game that's just a couple rounds in so you guys can see exactly how this game progresses over time. Here's a game here that we are currently a little bit further in. So, oh, perfect. Here's an example of where I am trying to decode my own team's clues. So Ryan is on my team in this particular game. Here's our 4 secret words: leather, Switzerland, statue, and ace. He's given me hide, snow, and sleeve. Okay, so let's see. Sleeve, leather sleeve. Statue gets snow on it when it snows. No. It snows in Switzerland. That's more obvious. Hide. Statue? Oh, like hide and seek. Maybe it's like freeze tag. So you freeze when you're trying to hide from somebody. That kind of makes sense. That's a good clue. And sleeve. Oh, I've got an ace up my sleeve, of course. Not a leather sleeve. I think that's the right answer. I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm going to think about it for one more second here. Snow's definitely not leather. Hide. Oh, a leather hide. Oh, I'm glad I didn't submit that. Leather hide. I was thinking, you're playing freeze tag and you kind of like, and you freeze like that and you're trying to like hide, but freeze tag, you're not hiding in freeze tag. So I don't think that makes sense, actually. All right, leather, hide. That makes more sense. And see, I only got that right because I said the words out loud. If I hadn't have said leather and hide together, I never would have thought about that type of hide, like a cow hide. So I'm kind of glad that I spent a little extra time on this one. Ryan is definitely kind of like grandmaster level clue giver, I would say, in this game. I've played a lot of games with him. One of the best clue givers in the game. Shout out to Ryan. Let's go ahead and say that that's my final answer. Okay, green. We got them all green. Great. That's awesome. Okay, perfect. So you can see, because I got all 3 correct, I got a 2-point bonus for a 5-score total. And now that I'm done with that, we are in round 2 of this game. So now I get to try to decode or decipher the other team's clues. So here you'll see that the clue giver was Alicia. And in round 1, Jeff gave the clue of pattern and tune and pull. Now these are just their clues. These are not their secret words. There's a big difference here. So you can see for their first word, we don't even have any information about it yet. That's why it says no clues yet. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to look at feel, circle, and electric and see if they have any association that I can think of with the 3 clues from round 1. So we tune a guitar, and we tune other things, and there's an electric guitar. So I'm going to say that electric and tune go together. Pattern, feel, circle, like circle, square, triangles are kind of patternish things, but a pole is also oval and roundish, kind of circular in nature. Or it could be like, maybe it's like tetherball, a pole and tetherball or something. I don't know. Let's go circle and pull. There's not a lot of information, so I'll be honest, this is like a 70-80% guess, 20% logic. As the round goes on, or as the game goes on, and we get into the later rounds that I'll show in another game in just a minute, you're going to have a lot more information to go on, and linking these clues is going to become easier and easier. I'm going to put feel as in no clues yet, because I don't think it really matches pattern. Let's go with that and see how we did. Wrong. Oh, we got circle right and electric right. Oh, look at that. Round 2, we almost got all 3 of their clues correct. So close, but that's a big difference. If I'd gotten feel right, that would have been 5 points, not just 2 points. But 2 points for round 2 on their clues is pretty solid. You can see here that I can even pull this up and I can say, wow, so close. I almost got all 3. And I can actually chat with my partner. We can actually discuss their clues during the game and say, like, hey, where do you think pull goes, or where do you think circle goes? And we can discuss that so we get on the same page. Now, it's up to you and your partner or your teammates if you guys want to go all in on the same, same clue locations, or if you want to go your separate ways. If you kind of diversify, you have a chance that one of you might get them all right. But if you're rock solid and you really think you've got it figured out, you probably want to discuss it with your partner to make sure you guys get on the same page and make sure you all get that 5-point bonus. All right, so that game is now through round 2. You can see through round 2, the game is actually tied. You can see that Alicia did very well on my clues as well. And I can actually pull this up. So if I click the +2 next to Alicia's name, it'll actually show me exactly where she put the different clues and which ones she got wrong. So this gives me a little bit of a feeling of like which word they might be onto. Now, I don't know why she put chocolate with snow. That seems like a pretty random guess. But regardless, she got 2 of those right. So you can do that for any of these scores to figure out like why somebody got something. Now we're into round 3. It's now my turn to give clues again. I'm not going to do this right now because I've got other games to go to. I want to show you a game that's towards the later stages. So for example, let's take a look at this one. Okay, so this is like round 6. My wife Lynn has given me some clues. I'm going to say you vote for the Clintons, right? Because it's politics. I'm going to say you want healthy lungs. And when you die, you rest. An angel. An angel comes and gets you, I guess. So I'm going to say that's her word association. Let me see if I got this right. Oh, no. Oh, rest. Like a rest in a note. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so I got that one wrong. I was thinking, you know, like when you rest, like you lay down to rest forever, you know, an angel comes and gets you, but she was thinking of a note rest, like in sheet music. Bummer. All right, so I got that wrong. Anyways, let's go ahead and see now. This is a game that is much further along, so you can see how many more clues we have to go on. So for word number 3, we've got swing, ballroom, competition, bouncy, and news. What could that possibly mean? I have no idea. Top right, you can see these 2 red words. That means that their own team got those clues incorrect, which means they're probably not super helpful if their own team couldn't even decipher where they went. Clearly, though, Viper, Amazon, Scarf, I feel like that's something having to do, you know, with the jungle. Zootopia, animals. I feel like Leo. Okay, so Leo, that's like another sign in the zodiac. So yeah, this one top left, crab is a zodiac sign, 23 like a day of the month. Today's zodiac sign, Leo. This has got to go top left. Zootopia, like an animal, like a jungle of some sort. It's got to go top right. Maybe 3 is concert. Isle. Yeah, let's go with that. I think that's pretty close. Now, when I submit here, you're going to see I don't see the results right away because I'm waiting for my partner to finish her guesses too. This just prevents us from cheating and saying like, oh, Isle doesn't go with 3, it goes with 4 because I already saw the result. So I'm going to go ahead and wait around to see how I did in that. But you can see as the game gets later on that you've got more information to try and decipher your opponent's words, and that's when the game gets actually a lot of fun. It also becomes a lot harder to give clues when you're later in the game because there's so much information about your words that you're trying to figure out what other clues could I possibly give that are not going to give the game away. For example, I'll pull up one more game here. We're in round 5 here. Let's see here if I can find one real quick before I sign off on this how to play. Okay, well, I can't find one right now, but as you get later in the game, you can obviously imagine how it gets harder and harder to come up with good clues without giving your words away. So anyway, check out Word Links. Download it now for free for iOS and Android. It's at nuttyparty.com/wordlinks. I really do hope you'll give it a try. I think you'll have a ton of fun, and tell your friends and family all about it. Thanks for checking out the video.